180, 180.
Silvers on his first throw of the night, sets down the sideline for his big body target, Hakeem Butler. And he drops it in, and what a way to start.
What a way to start. What a way to start is right. This is exactly what happened on the first play of the game.
Well, this is the #1 rushing offense in the UFL, and Jarvion Howard with the burst into the second level, setting up first and goal on his first carry of the night. Down in plus territory before Howard went for 20 on the ground. And after the flag, first and goal, and Howard plows ahead for a touchdown. So the UFL's best rushing offense. St. Louis punches it in to start this night.
Jarvion Howard, again, we're seeing it right here. It's just a simple little inside zone right here. You're going to have this tight end, number 84, Jake Sutherland, come back.
And it's total points on opening drives the first 9 weeks. With the new look offensive line, they get 7 in a little over 2 minutes. And now DC gets their first touch of the night, their final home game. And this breaks out near midfield. And a step out of bounds for Jaden Mickens. So
Ready, go.
First third down test for DeLillo, and he is sacked. Austin Falu back in there after missing a month with injury. And a pressure on. This has the look of longest yard with the schoolyard you-know-what scene as we get resumed and into the wet turf. Jarvion Howard is driven right into a puddle as we resume.
We're good.
Well, part run blocking and part breaststroke maybe necessary as we resume. And right into the puddle again. Jarvion Howard is swarmed. We saw Hoffrichter, the St. Louis punter, trouble handling the long snap, but no problem for Paxton Brooks. Who, given all the conditions, I'm not sure you want to touch that. That's a live ball, and St. Louis inside their own 5. Throwing from his own end zone, and Silvers goes down. A safety for the DC defense. Andre Mintz gets home.
And this is what you call a covered sack right here. Andre Mintz is going to come off the right side right here, get a free run on number 70, Bradley Ashmore, who's playing left tackle. He's usually the backup, and
180, 180.
Silvers in the offense back out, and the snap goes haywire again. And Jarvion Howard saves the possession for St. Louis.
Blake Williams and Greg Williams for 5 years in New Orleans.
A high snap from West, who's starting at center for the first time. In tough conditions, 2 snaps.
Whoever can weather these conditions, pun intended, will come out on top.
Well done. No, booming punt sends Mickens back to the 10 from Hoffrichter. And he zigzags his way and hops through the puddle at the 35.
Ready, go.
Now DeLillo gets roped down. Chris Garrett with the sack.
180.
Silver's a former air raid quarterback, very receiver friendly, according to Anthony Becht, and they do air it out. He has Pearson along the sideline. First, his second throw tonight of 30-plus yards. That goes for exactly 30. Before the rain, he had a 38-yard hit to Hakeem Butler. Oh, tough run for Howard, who slips off tackles. Literally sliding out of tacklers for DC. And his first shot at holding for Blankenship. He was 19 of 20 on the year, and through the weather, no problem for Hot Rod. And that's DeLillo out the back door as Rose chasing him and beats him to the edge for a first down.
See what happens here.
Ready, go.
The 8th play of this drive, trouble with the mesh, and St. Louis got near that ball. Did they recover it? It looks like it.
By the defense.
And they do have it. Carson Wells out of the scrum. After this drive was moving downhill for DC, they get to go on the slip and slide on the St. Louis side. And for Brandon Silvers, may be your last series of the game. He throws up top and a turnaround catch for Blake Jackson. Forget running out the clock. 20 of 21 on the year for Blankenship after his first quarter make. And that one also true to send this game into halftime. Well, first touch for DC in this half goes out to the edge and off a hit. And a first down for Ben Bresnahan, the tight end. Most of that first half after the delay. Tough to get a grip. And then Smith to the outside. Back-to-back first downs. One through the air. And now one on the ground with Abram Smith.
Ready? Go.
So with the communication out, a run right into the teeth of the defense for St. Louis, and it's fourth down. And Matt McCrane comes out for a 49-yard field goal. Long on the ear of 53, and that is blocked. It will not get there. So the communication issues possibly impacting the series for DC. And Chris Garrett looked like he was headed back toward the locker room. Looked like in good spirits as Latulis spins off a hit after the first down. And he moves the chains. Silvers with the St. Louis offense that's 1 for 5 on fourth downs this year. And then he stays underneath, and it's off the hands of Pearson. And Mason Brooks, the right tackle, did go down in the first half. And movement.
He might be out the gate on
and a
that.
timeout.
Timeout, DC, their first of the half.
Ready?
Looking for their first offensive points of the night. DC on a 4th and 2. And DeLillo out the back door, slips out of a tackle. Forearm shiver on another. First down and plenty more. On a great night on the ground for Mike DeLillo.
It's a zone read. He says, I'm going to take it. Gets to the outside. Poor job by the defender.
Split right down the middle.
Ready? Go.
On the 10 plays so far this drive. Play number 11. There's a 3rd and 6. Pocket collapsing. He ping-pongs around and goes down. Kyler Baugh, the former Minnesota Golden Gopher, with the 3rd down sack. And the first catch for Mickens tonight goes for a first down and 9 yards. A little pressure off the edge, running away from it. And DC is swallowed up in the backfield. Willie Harvey coming up and laying the wood. Seth Williams hurdled a ghost to get him down here on 2nd and 1. And a quick banger in for a touchdown. Seth Williams doesn't need to go airborne. He has the first touchdown of the night for DC, the first of his UFL career.
From hurdling defenders to hurdling in the end zone. What a route. It's just a slant route. Nice and easy. Just come up, cross face. Nice routes.
So they'll be working with a 5-point lead. And the ball comes out. At the end of that return, DC saying they have it. And a first down for St. Louis. Chevin Cordero in at quarterback. It's been all run plays since he came in. Latulis again with a first down. Tonight. So outright with the win here, St. Louis will earn it with their 8th win. Should be a franchise record.
See what happens next week, though, when they get Jordan Teamu.
Through the air for DC, on the ground for St. Louis.